right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, before we get started, we'll give our honor and glory and power to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem,
Yahweh
Yahushai,
Ba'ashem,
Hakwadash.
I want to say double honors to our elders, our great apostles, great millstone, GMS, who rule well and teach well, being a great example to Israel. All right, man, the elect. I want to say peace and blessing to the hopefully elect on the four corner, pushing the truth and sincerity. All right, that great song with the GMS Memphis Count on the button of the bar to my right.
Hey, the brother, Allah.
I was just coming with another lunch live special through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, who give us the inspiration and motivation to do so, especially in evil times. All right, and it's going to the title of the lesson. What would you do? All right, what would you do? All right, when the economy crash? All right, when the system go down? All right, what would you do, man, when you can't buy and sell with cash? Understanding prophecy will be fulfilled, whether you choose to listen or refuse to listen. All right, prophecy is not going to fail, man. This is spoken. All right, this is spoken, man. It's heavy because we're in no times.
That's right.
As Habakkuk said, that vision was set from the point of time. At the end, is going to speak. We start to see these things speaking. Why? Because they start to happen slowly for surely. All right, and if we typed in this little article, it's going to speak about a cashless society and how it's going to affect the people and how it's going to affect the world. All right, so we get straight into it, and Lord willing, y'all brothers and sisters be edified. While we lay the law down, man. You got it out.
Khan, this is an article from futurebranches.wbresearch.com. It's entitled, "Here's How a Cashless Society Will Impact the World." Many financial experts are predicting the death of cash as means of paying for the goods and services we enjoy.
Right, because that goes back to what? Revelation, the 13th chapter. All right, he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, to receive a mark, which is the charagma. All right, that therefore what? No man can buy nor sell. Say thee have what? The charagma. All right, this is the way that you're going to be able to be sustainable in the society. Be able to go along with the society. Only if you have what's necessary for the society. And that's the what? That's the charagma. No, go ahead.
As contactless cards, mobile payments, platforms, and open banking drive faster development of digital payment options.
And we seeing that, dealing with the BRICS, what they got going, and we see, all right, the incline of all these banks. Look what just happened in China. One morning they woke up and look, it's deleted. Everything is deleted. Why? Because they trying to bring forth what? The new world order, man. All right, everything becoming digital. Everything going digital. All right, go ahead.
It says drive faster development of digital payment options.
You see that? Digital payment options.
The need to carry cash is significantly diminished.
That's right. So that's why on one tip, you see how the world is going. All right, Esau allowing these crimes to be committed and no heavy judgment on it. All right, because all these things work together for his what? For his new world order. But here it is, peace and safety come with this. Now you're gonna be safe, because all your documents, everything that you own, your keys, everything that you possess, all right, is in a file. But guess what? It's gonna lead you, all right, to destruction. Because now you're forced to do and say what he command you to say or command you to do. This is a form of peace and safety because you can't get robbed anymore. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody break in anymore. All right? So these things that they're going to paint a picture, pretty picture, but guess what? The end thereof is death, man. It leads for you to be more what? Substitute to him, Go ahead.
It says the situation will likely soon arise where the cost of maintaining a cash-based system will outweigh its value, and this is the point at which we may see cash becoming a thing of the past.
Right, you see that? Cash has become a thing of the past, man. All right? So when you think about a cashless society, what that's going to bring? They're going to bring chaos. Yep. All right? That's going to bring the beginning of Jacob trouble, man. All right? When you start to go into these stores and you can't buy with your money that you work hard for, you got to be forced to transition. All right? Guess what? It's going to cause uproars, man.
That's right.
All right? And we got a video real quick to play. Then we'll get back to that article. Go down to the main
right,
jump.
Yeah, right here. I'm finna get to it.
Okay. Now check this video out.
1 second.
Hey, Salaki.
Sorry, we don't take hard.
This is only for education purpose use only, for use too. So check the video out.
I'm sorry? What am I supposed to use?
Can you step to the side so you can figure this out?
Can I speak to your manager? No. Excuse me. Do you guys take checks? We don't need it. I have the money. We don't need it. Okay, what the hell is that? When was that implemented? I don't have that.
Sorry, but we're cashless now. I had to implement the new system just to stay in business.
It's okay, Mom. We don't need it. Let's just go.
I hope you understand.
See, and this, like I say,
Hey,
and it's gonna catch a lot of people off guard.
Yep.
Why? Because they not paying attention. You know what I'm saying? They not listening to the prophets. But when these things start to come to pass, and then that's when they're gonna be wanting to consider. But guess what? It's gonna be too late. You know, because the prophets are warning and telling you now of these things and exactly what these things gonna cause. You know, but go ahead, cause the precept back it right. I mean, the article back this video up. Go ahead.
This back in the article, it says cashless society. It's a highly probable that businesses will lead the drive to a cashless society, with raising bank charges and the rapid closure of significant portions of the physical branch network. Something we discussed at length in previous articles, being the most likely motivator. Come on, man. If I may just speak on it, just going back to that video. See, just like these bitches, hey, you want to go to Starbucks, you want to go to Mac and D's, you want to go to Target, Walmart. Hey, for them business to stay open, hey, they gotta implement, okay, the new world order just to stay in business. And the only way you gonna be able to shop or get your goods, your foods and service, if you have their mark, man. Or you gonna be stuck like Chuck, like she was, wanting to eat, you know what I'm saying, wanting to drink, realizing like, man, hey, they ain't taking checks, they ain't taking cash, no coins, no credit cards, man. You gotta have that chip, man, in your right hand, your left, in your hands, anywhere, man. If it's in your body, man, hey, you gonna have.
See how he has scanned his forehead?
Yeah.
You know, you got it. Keep going a little more.
And it says, however, if business is forced to switch to a cashless society.
It said, however, if business forced to what?
If business is forced to switch to a cashless society.
And that's what he just told this woman. You know, and then he said, I hope you understand. Because in order these stores to stay open, they got to switch. They got to switch. You see that? And that's what's gonna come down to for the people. All right, the banking switch, the business switch, and guess what? The people gonna have to switch, or to what to dwell in the society. Go ahead.
It says, before consumers are prepared for it, there could be a devastating consequence.
There you go. And the devastating consequences is speaking about Jacob Trouble. All right, because it's gonna be a lot of riding and looting. You know what I'm talking about? A lot of back and forth. You know, you think you got, you know, the rallies going on now. Wait till they can't buy and sell with the cash anymore. All right, a lot of people gonna start a ride, man. It's gonna be all out war. That's why the scriptures say in Jeremiah. All right, Jeremiah 30:7. It says, for alas, that day is great, so there is none like it. It's even the time of Jacob trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. All right, because a cashless society is going to bring about martial law, because this is going to bring the order out of the chaos. You know, through the chaos that he going to cause by all the business shutting down. You can't do this, you can't do that unless you got this and that. All right, you just know, like going into certain businesses, you need certain documents. You know how them women's being there, they be going back and forth with the clerks. You know, then they act a fool, they get put out, go to jail. Just imagine it's just gonna get worse and worse. You know, it's gonna get worse and worse. Mother can't get no food stamps no more.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
So
It's just like, it's just gonna be too much.
Mhm.
Too much, but that's the beginning of Jacob trouble. All right, when this current system go down, and the only thing you have is a choice, all right, of taking Nicaragua or lean more to Yahweh Shema Shah. What you gotta do, out?
This is back in the article. It says, it says, however, if business is forced to switch to the class of society before the consumers are prepared for it, there could be a devastating consequence. A rush to a cashless society could lead to a large swath of the population becoming financially excluded.
You see that? You see that? And that's when the wars gonna begin. All right, the class wars. All right, the war within, you know, somebody, it's gonna be a lot, you know, but that's gonna be the beginning. All right, when you speak about 2nd Ezra 15th chapter, matter of fact, we can go to that. All right, because that's basically what it's picturing. It's picturing 2nd Ezra 15th chapter. Go ahead.
This 2nd Ezra 15 start at the top. It says, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
Right, which has come from the prophets, man. All right, us, the Lord giving us the spirit and the ability to do so. All right, go ahead.
And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
And that's what we read out of, which is the scriptures. Go ahead.
Fear not the imagination against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
Yeah, you're right, go ahead.
For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
Yeah, because those that don't believe, all right, what's written, or they don't believe what's the prophets bringing out week in, week out, in season, out of season, they going to die in their unfaithfulness. Why? Because guess what? It's going to happen. You see? So when time comes, they're going to die in their ignorance. Go ahead.
Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
Exactly. And guess what? Who known as the sword in the scriptures? That sword is twofold, because that sword go to who? Esau, Edom. Because he the one they're going to bring the famine. All right? The Lord using him to bring the famine. All right? The pestilence, the evil. Right? That's who the Lord using. Go ahead.
It says the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Verse 6, for wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
Why? Because Proverbs 16:4. You gotta remember, all right, the Most High designed this for a reason. All right, because the all fit prophecy. Go ahead.
The Lord have made, this is Proverbs 16:4. The Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai have made all things for himself.
Right.
Yea, even the wicked for the day of evil.
Exactly. You see that? So they hurtful works are fulfilled. All right, as they will continue to migrate to what? To this NWO. All right. So so the Lord said he made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked. We understand who the wicked are, according to Malachi. All right. We understand who the wicked are, Esau, Edom. Job 9:24. You know, it's numerous of precept to back up who the wicked are. But the Lord said he created him for the day of evil. And what we approaching? The day of evil. Better known as what? Jacob trouble. All right, but those that have ears to hear and eyes to see is the only ones they're going to be saved out of their time. All right, so going back to the title of the lesson, what would you do? All right, when these things start to come to pass, as that vision was set for this point in time, as we creeping up on it. We creeping up on it.
Yeah.
You know? You got it all out.
This is back in 2nd Ezra chapter 15, jumping down to 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Verse 15, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh.
Right.
And one people shall stand up and fight against another.
Why? Why? You see that? Those you got to ask yourself, why are these things going to be going on? You know? Because it's going to be a lack of what? Bread. Going to be a lack of water. Going to be a lack of accessories. All right? People ain't going to have it like they used to have it. You know? That's why I say men's heart shall what? Shall wax cold. All right, it's gonna be me and my family. It ain't gonna be me and my niggas and everybody else. It ain't gonna be no more family reunion mindsets.
Yeah.
You know how you get your family, everybody have family. You know you get the family reunion. Ain't gonna be no more of that.
Yeah, ain't gonna be no more of I eat, y'all
eat. That's right. Nah, nigga, I eat and just me gonna eat. Cause it's gonna be that time.
Yep, a dog eat dog world.
That's right, go ahead.
So this back in 2nd Ezra 15 and 16. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another, They should not regard their king nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Yeah, because they ain't gonna be worried about the police and the government and securities and, you know what I'm saying? They said the course of their action, meaning what they coming to do is what they coming to do. And ain't nobody gonna stop them from doing it. Why? Because a nigga gotta eat. You know, a nigga gotta eat, man. Why you think these niggas doing what they doing now in these streets, man? They robbing and stealing and killing. Why? Because they gotta get what they desire. How can I get them new J's?
Right.
He can't get a job. So what he left with? He left to rob.
Yeah.
If in that case of robbing, he gotta kill, then he gonna do that. Why? Because he gotta get the things that he want and need.
Yeah.
So just imagine when the time that the society crashed, and then you forced, you know what I'm saying? You forced to do that. That's why we want to be saved out of that. You know, we want to be protected. You know, we want the Most High to shield us. You know, because wickedness and evil is finna be on a higher level, man, than what it is already. And already we like, God damn, you know, already. Well, it's gonna intensify. You see? Go ahead.
This is back in 2nd Ezra 15 and 17. A man should desire to go into a city and should not be able, for because of the pride of the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and man shall be afraid. A man should have no pity upon his neighbor.
Hey, you see that? It said a man should have no pity upon his neighbor. Yeah, you speak to the man every morning. All right? But guess what? When the storehouses appear to be empty, what's going to happen? There ain't going to be no more speaking. There's going to be some plotting and scheming going on. Yeah, y'all know that nigga, he got that. Yeah. That's all it's going to be. Go ahead.
It says a man should have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their house with the sword. And
that sword is speaking of any type of weapon. Because the modern day sword is what? The gun. But you gotta know how Jake, you know what I'm saying, the Edomites get down. They make shit now. Alright? But the point is, they gonna be going into what other people's houses, man. Alright? Taking what don't belong to them for comfort. You know what I'm saying? For survival. Go ahead.
And spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
Right. So now that's their cause it. You know? That's their cause it. Now you got to make a choice. You know what I'm saying? Because now they no longer self cash. So I'm forced to either get out here and get it on my own or go down to Egypt for help. You know, that's what's going to happen. But in the meantime, between time, you're going to have that what? You're going to have Jacob trouble. Yeah. It's going to be going down, man. All right? It's going to be, and then that's when the so-called white man going to bring the what? The order out of the chaos that he caused it. You know? You going to say something?
No.
Go back to the article real quick.
Okay, come. Going back to the article. Picking up at the last couple sentences. It says a rush to a cash society could lead to a large swath of the population become financially excluded and at a risk of exploitation as they find themselves unable to adjust to a new status quo. The elderly members of society are a particular risk.
See that? They are in particular risk, man. Grandma, granddaddy, you know, you got unc down to 60, you know, pushing late 50s. They at risk. All right, go ahead.
At risk, a particular risk, as they are often not confident using digital payment methods.
Exactly, because a lot of old people they can barely work a phone. You know what I'm saying? They can barely work a phone. So just imagine, and then what their corruption are gonna cause inside their skin. They do take it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of effects that's gonna happen. It's gonna cause them to be put to death. All right, gonna be a reaction. Go ahead.
It says, according to which the UK is likely to go cashless in the next 15 years, but nearly 50% of the population would struggle if access to physical money was removed. That's around 25 million people.
Go ahead.
It says banks, fintechs, and governments organizations need to work together to ensure the switch to a cashless society is as smooth and gradual as it needs to be, and that no sections of society are left out in cold and financially vulnerable as a result. There are plenty of other potential issues with a cashless society which must be considered in order to establish an appropriate state of preparedness.
Preparedness, that's right. So basically it's like they trying to get them to prepare themselves for what? A cashless society. So that's why you got a lot of business dealing with the 19 in 2020, 2022, they never reopened again. You see that? They never reopened again. Why? Because of them putting forth the cashless, which everything going digital. All right, so let's play the video one more time.
I'm sorry. What am I supposed to use?
Can you step to the side so you can figure this out?
Can I speak to your manager? No. Excuse me. Do you guys take checks? We don't need it. I have the money. We don't need it. Okay, what the hell is that? When was that implemented? I don't have that.
Sorry, but we're cashless now. I had to implement the new system just to stay in business.
There you go. And this was gonna get a lot of people. He said he had to take on a new system, all right, just to stay in business. So if he had to take on a new system, stay in business, what you gonna have to do just to continue to live in this society? All right, you're gonna have to change with the world. That's why it's called a new world order. Look on the back of your dollar bill. You know, so once again, what will you do? You know, what will you do? All right, when that time is presented to you. You know, that's why it's urgent now. All right, to get it while the getting is good and come under the umbrella of Yahweh Shema Shah, man. All right, because you know when that time comes, you know the consequences of taking it. Right. You don't want to do it. You know, so therefore you gotta lean more to who? To Yahweh Shema Shah. All right, so Lord willing, y'all brother and sister edified. Next time we say Shalom.
Shalom.
Baba Ba.
Baba Ba.
Barakah. And we give all honor and glory to
Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh by Hashem,
and double honor to the elders and peace and blessing the hopeful elect. Shalom.
Shalom.